talking about the electron transport chain, which occurs in the inner membrane, which is between the inner membrane space and the mitochondrial matrix. So first we have these right here, which are different proteins that are very specific to different molecules. And this one right here, the first one, is specific to the NADH molecule. And what happens is the electrons from this go up and they go into the protein. And the second protein, which is specific to FADH, the electrons also detach and they go into the protein because the hydrogen is also going to detach. So now what happens to the electrons once they're both in these proteins? We have these smaller proteins that are in the actual inner membrane that are going to carry the electrons from one place to the other until they reach the end and they diffuse through. Now, I mentioned that the hydrogen was also detached, and this is going to go through the protein into the inner membrane space. And the same thing is going to happen with FADH. They're going to go through. So now we have these hydrogens that are up top, and the reason that this happened was through diffusion, because we had a high concentration of hydrogens down here and a lower concentration up here, and so they were moving down the gradient. So now that we have these hydrogens up here, they're going to keep moving, and once they hit the ATP synthase, then all of the hydrogens, in order to even it out again, they're going to move down and they're going to go back into the mitochondrial matrix. So now we're going to have now we have oxygen that is going to be down here, because at the end we're going to be creating water, which is one of the products of cellular respiration. So those are going to combine down here, the electrons, the oxygen, and hydrogen, to create 6H2O. And in addition, we are going to have free phosphates that are going to come out of here because they were in the mitochondrial matrix. And ADP, which is also in the mitochondrial matrix, is going to attach to them to create the combination of those to pick up the ATP, to make the ATP, because at the end we're going to have a yield of 32 to 36 ATP, which is one of the main purposes of the electron transport chain. Since the link reaction did not create enough energy, we're overcompensating for that and making even more energy in this chain, in addition to the water, which was the product when the hydrogen and oxygen and the electrons combined together. Okay. Hey guys, we're going to go over the carbon cycle now. So now our 2 carbon molecules, which are the COA, are combining with our 4 carbon molecule, which is the oxaloacetate. But when this happens, they rearrange so that 1 carbon is on top and 5 on the bottom. And now this is citric acid. However, now 1 carbon is going to break off from each one, and this is going to be the oxidation reaction. And when this happens, hydrogens are released, because every time a bond is broken, hydrogens are released, and NAD comes in to pick them up. Now this is going to happen again, where another carbon leaves from each one, because it is a cycle and it always ends up at 4 again. And we have more hydrogens broken off, and again NAD comes in to pick them up. And then also what was released during this reaction, because even though we needed energy for it to happen in the first place, energy is also released. So we have our ADP that released, however, that is converted into ATP, because this is the product that is made from this energy.